Before we begin, please note, this video is for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute financial, investment, or legal advice. Always conduct your own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any financial decisions. Imagine a world where your stock portfolio doesn't just sit there waiting for a moon mission, but actually hands you a stack of cash every single month. For many investors, that world is called JEPI, the JPMorgan Equity Premium Income ETF. Since its launch in 2020, JEPI has exploded in popularity, becoming one of the largest actively managed ETFs on the market. But what's actually happening under the hood? Is it a get-rich-slow machine, or is there a catch hidden in the fine print? Today, we're breaking down the mechanics of JEPI, the math of its monthly payouts, and why it might, or might not, belong in your Bridge account. Before we dive into the deep end of covered calls and equity-linked notes, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon. We're constantly breaking down complex assets so you can stay ahead of the market curve. Done? Great. Let's get back to the money. To understand JEPI, you have to understand its dual personality. Most ETFs are simple. They buy a bunch of stocks and hope they go up. JEPI is more like a hybrid engine. About 80% of the fund is invested in a defensive portfolio of U.S. large-cap stocks. Think of household names like Johnson & Johnson, Microsoft, and Alphabet. These aren't high-flying penny stocks. They are hand-picked, low-volatility companies meant to provide a smoother ride than the wild swings of the standard S&P 500. But the secret sauce is the other 20%. This is where JEPI uses equity-linked notes, or ELNs. Now, don't let the technical jargon scare you. Effectively, the fund is selling covered calls on the S&P 500 index. In plain English, JEPI is selling insurance to other traders. These traders pay JEPI a premium for the right to buy stocks at a certain price if the market rockets upward. JEPI collects that premium cash, and instead of keeping it, they pass it on to you, the shareholder. This brings us to the main event, the yield. As of early 2026, JPI has maintained an impressive distribution yield, often hovering around 7 to 8%. Because it pays out monthly, it's a favorite for retirees or anyone looking for passive income to cover their morning coffee or monthly bills. In 2025, for instance, payouts ranged anywhere from 33 cents to 54 cents per share. But here is the vital part. That yield isn't fixed. Because the income comes from market volatility, the check you get in the mail will be bigger when the market is crazy and smaller when the market is calm. However, there is no such thing as a free lunch in finance. The trade-off for that high monthly income is capped upside. When the stock market is in a massive bull run and everything is going up 20 or 30%, JEPI will likely lag behind. Why? Because remember those covered calls. When the market goes past a certain point, JEPI has essentially sold away those extra gains in exchange for the upfront cash it gave you earlier. It's designed to perform best in sideways or slightly rising markets, not in a rocket ship economy. On the flip side, JEPI offers a bit of a cushion during a market crash. The income it generates from those premiums acts like a shock absorber. While it won't prevent you from losing money if the whole world sells off, it often loses less than the broader market, making it a defensive play for the cautious investor. One last thing to consider before you click buy is taxes. Unlike some dividends that get a favorable tax rate, the income from JEPI's options strategy is often taxed as ordinary income. This means if you hold it in a standard taxable account, Uncle Sam might take a bigger bite than you'd like. Many savvy investors prefer holding JEPI in a tax-advantaged account like a Roth IRA to keep every penny of that monthly payout. So is JEPI the ultimate income play for 2026? It offers a sophisticated hedge fund style strategy for a low 0.35% expense ratio. It provides a monthly paycheck and a smoother ride through market turbulence, but it requires you to be okay with missing out on the biggest gains of a bull market. It's a tool for the patient, the income-hungry, and the risk-averse. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to check out our other videos on dividend growth ETFs and tech-heavy income funds. Let us know in the comments. Are you a JEPI holder, or do you prefer the raw growth of the S&P 500? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.